honest here, we know that SmackDown Live has a lot of problems. They don't have a good writer, and they don't have a lot of talent. So it makes it hard to really get things done properly. But I will say this show was good. It was solid, and it pissed me off. Breathe. I had two things that freaking pissed me off. One that made no sense, and one that just made me fucking angry. I'm sorry for the cursing, but it's true. Let's go to the suspension. Now, the opening of the show with Carmella when, well, let's put it to you like this. Carmella was a prop to bring out Kevin Owens so they can get things started with Shane and him. Seeing that Shane was set off because he's being told, and Kevin Owens did decently well. He said, you should never survive the helicopter. You shouldn't have to exist for your dad, for your wife, and for your kids. And that's when, that's when he got his head bashed in by, well, as bashed in as possible because he was being really light about it, by Shane McMahon. In the end, what did we get? We get Kevin Owens saying, I'm going to sue you. Well, not to Daniel Bryan directly, but he said, I'm going to sue this company. I'm going to sue the McMahons, and this is going to be my show. And we get later in the night a call from we know who telling Daniel Bryan to get into the ring, call out Shane, and suspend his ass indefinitely. Now, I want to say this. We don't see Daniel Bryan come out often. He just doesn't do that. He's not an on-screen... Well, I can't say he's not an on-screen character. He is, but he's a periodically seen character. I think that's a better way to say it. He doesn't come out all the time, but he does come out when it's important. So what do we get here? We got Daniel Bryan cutting a really good promo, saying pretty much, look, I can't believe you did this. When I was having a problem with The Miz, you're the one who kept telling me, do not do this. You got to do this for the fans. You got to do this for the company. You got to do this for the wrestlers. You cannot attack anybody, even though you want to butt-head his head into oblivion. But look what you did. And Shane pretty much says what he normally says. I take full responsibility. And he says pretty much, yeah, you do. And you're indefinitely suspended. Now, at the end of the show, after what happened with Bryan, well, not Bryan. What pretty much happened after the Nakamura match. And you hear that Vince is coming to SmackDown Live and to Sin City Live is actually a great thing. Look, let's be honest here. SmackDown and Raw do not have severe or great star power. They don't have incredible star power. We just don't. Even with John Cena there, it's just not a lot of star power. You don't see a lot of Brock Lesnar. And to be honest, Brock Lesnar is a very powerful character, a very prominent character. But because he doesn't defend the title often, it makes it hard to really care about him. So now you look at Vince McMahon, a character you rarely see. And whenever he does come on screen, it's important. So as it stands right now, having Vince come to SmackDown Live instead of Raw was actually the better thing that you can hope for. In fact, it's much better to see it on SmackDown than it is on Raw because people really want to care about SmackDown than Raw. And as much as he hates seeing that his baby, Raw, is not doing better in the ratings than SmackDown, it's something you got to deal with. He's got to deal with it, so he's got to prop it up, so he's got to make it important. Now, here's the thing that truly got me mad. That makes no sense. Now, Natalya versus Carmella. A good match for the women. At least we got a match for the women. Like I always say, you don't need to have the women there every single time. You at least got to show them. And then once in a while give a match that's meaningful. But this match was not meaningful. It made no sense. Even though my Naomi was there, she was watching the match in the back. She's in my face. She is in my face. I love that woman now. I take her away and I have to be objective until I get... You know about this at the end of the review because I am going there. I am going there. But Carmella almost supposedly lost her Money in the Bank briefcase because James Ellsworth jumps onto the ring apron, drops the thing into the ring, and for some stupid reason, the ref, instead of just handing it back to him, thinks he wants to cash it in. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that Carmella's job? Carmella's the only one that can cash the fucker thing in. Fuck. She can only wait. Ah! What is this? Why did they go at this angle of having some type of problem where supposedly James Ellsworth almost costed her the Money in the Bank briefcase? She then belittles him in the ring, in the basic sense, fires him saying we're done, and then later in the night, he comes to her again, says, I'm sorry, I admit that I'm wrong, I admit I'm a chin weirdo, and I should be in a cage, but please, I'm willing to do anything. And what does she says? You know what? She says, well, we're going to do it my way, but that's after she kisses him. What? Road Dogg, you stupid fucker. That made no sense. I'm sorry. If anybody was happy to see them kissing, I wasn't. You know why? If this was another situation where this was her celebrating and that she did get the championship, I would understand that. But she lost to, I believe, Natalya. And she was mad at him. But then she kisses him and says, we're going to do it my way. That makes no freaking sense. And anyone says that's just how a woman is, that's fucking stupid. Women don't all act like that. In only wrestling to act stupid like that. And even wrestling it's stupid. It makes no sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I'm sorry. That's just me. Now, Bobby Roode had a vid pack. Now, I know I didn't say anything last week about Bobby Roode, and I believe he was facing Mike Kanellis. I could be wrong about that, but I believe he faced Mike Kanellis last week and he beat his ass. I just didn't remember. So I apologize for that. But I'm not forgetting Bobby Roode here. Bobby Roode's vid pack was nice. I enjoyed his vid pack. His vid pack was meant to inspire us to feel glorious. But, and I'm putting him in my face for that look because I don't like how it looked. But anyway, it was good to see a nice vid pack for him. It was. And here's another thing that was nice to see. I never really said much about JBL, how he treated Mauro Ronaldo. I could have, but I decided to kind of leave it because there's always two sides to the coin. And I'm not saying Mauro Ronaldo did deserve that. But who knows what was really going on between the two. Yeah, he was bullying him, but there could have been something else going on that we just don't know. So I'm not saying that it was right, but I'm just saying I don't know the whole story, so I can't really fully comment on it. But if you're going by JBL's performance in these shows, they have not been that great. Only very rarely does he show true interest. And that's far and in between. So now we have Cory Grave in his place. So now Cory Grave, as far as I can see, will be working Raw, Smackdown, and 205 Live instead of Michael Cole, which is an incredible gift. You know why? Michael Cole has been botching for years now. He used to be a good commentator when he was with Taz, when he was with the King back in the late 2000s. But now he can't even get his lines straight anymore. To be honest, I think he's been doing these shows for so long, I think he's burnt out. And he really needs to take a couple of months off. When was the last time you saw him off television? He has been on every show, every single time, with every pay-per-view for years. And I think he really needs a break. So if you're going to let someone take his place, put the most hottest person there who has the most likes, who has the most style, who has a good voice, and that is Cory Grave. So he's doing 205 Live, which kind of is dead, but still. He's doing the pay-per-views, which is good. And he's doing Raw and Smackdown, which is great. That I'm alright with. Hopefully he doesn't start botching or they burn him out. Now, Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger with AJ Styles and ringside. Now, I'm not really commenting on Connor's cure. I'm not going to comment on it. But seeing that he was wearing, like I'm wearing this on my shoulder because my arm is messed up right now. Kind of hurt it. But AJ Styles decided to take an elbow pad, put it up for auction to try and raise some money for Connor's cure. That's cool. Now, if he made this decision himself, it was actually a pretty good idea. Probably didn't need to do it, but as a father of 4, he doesn't want to see no kid have cancer or any type of sickness. So I understand that. So that was cool. Getting back to the match itself, it was okay. But let's be honest here. What is this going to do for Baron Corbin? Nothing. I just feel like Baron Corbin has been thrown to the side. And that hurts me, because I truly believe Baron Corbin really have great potential. Did he fuck up? Yes, he probably did. We can't lie about it. He messed up. He pissed someone off, and now he's being treated badly for it. He's being penalized for it. So nothing we can do as fans, except at least still care about him and try to hope that he gets back into someone's favor. But this does, in a sense, help a little bit of Ty Dillinger, because now next week he's going to be going after the U.S. title, because the Open Challenge is now only for him. That's cool. I'm alright with that, in the sense that at least Ty, who does have great potential, is getting a shine. Now here's another person that's getting a shine that I'm shocked. Sami Zayn versus Aiden English. I am the one who can sing. I can sing a song. I don't sing, ladies and gentlemen. I sing like a crappy. But he was in my face, and think of him as that. But anyway, what did we get in this match? We got Aiden English winning over Sami Zayn. Yes! Oh, thank you. I'm hoping that this will trigger a heel turn. A lot of people believe he needs to turn heel. And to be honest, he does need it. You know why? He was booked as an underdog. I've always said this. He was booked as an underdog when he should have never been booked as an underdog. He's bigger than the majority of most of the new wrestlers there. He's bigger than Shinsuke Nakamura. He's bigger than AJ Styles. He should have been booked as a strong character who doesn't need to worry about being a underdog or someone that you think can't handle anything. He should have been given a fiery attitude with that freaking red hair. I got brown hair. He's got red fiery hair. Why wasn't he booked as a fiery ginger? The fiery ginger. Why don't he change his name to that? That would be more interesting than Sami Zayn. That's just how I feel about it. I'm hoping they'll turn him and maybe he'll do something you don't expect from him. He needs a change. That's just how I feel. We didn't see the Fashion Police, which was very disappointing. I just hope that To Be and Not To Be is something good. If it's not, I'm going to be mad. That's just me. Now, let's see here. What else? No. I don't want to forget anything because I'm almost finished. Okay, 2 things left. If I'm forgetting anything, I'm sorry. The final match of the night. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Randall Keith Orton. I got to give him a full name because he put his ass over. Oh my gosh. The Randall Keith Orton put over Shinsuke Nakamura freaking clean. And in a good, competitive, fun match. I am shocked. The man's going to be in my face for a second. I'm putting him to my shoulder. He deserves that for what he just did. He put over younger talent well. We always know when he really wrestles is when he knows he's going to win. Or if he really feels enthusiastic about a person. So seeing that he put Nakamura over was beautiful. The way he did it. Now does that mean he's going to do it next time? I doubt it. Because we're still talking about Randall Keith Orton. He will fuck your ass as quickly as he can. I'm so sorry for the cursing, but this is the truth. He's not much different than John Cena. He's not going to put over a whole bunch of younger talent if he knows he's not going to get a benefit. That's just him. But seeing Nakamura won that was a wonderful thing. Seeing Jinder Mahal watching it was a wise thing. And that made me happy. I was happy about that at the end. Here's the thing that pissed me off beyond no end. The Dolph Ziggler segment. I know I could have said this in my review earlier, but I can't because I can't. Look, was his promo segment funny? Wasn't bad. Was it profound? So. Seeing that he came out as John Cena at one point, I don't have a shot of that. Okay. Seeing he came out as the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah. Dig it. That was pretty cool with that woman by his side, that gorgeous looking woman. She almost looked like Allie a little bit. Almost looked like Allie. I don't think it was Allie. If it was Allie, that's something entirely different. I don't know how she got there, but she's there. She just looked like her. But anyway, it was cool. Then he came out as Naomi. Feel the glow. That motherfucker, I'm sorry. You don't fuck with the glow. You do not mess with Naomi's glow. I don't care if people think this is stupid at the end of my review. This is how I feel. You don't mess with my Naomi. You don't mess with my Naomi. Naomi doesn't deserve that. She worked hard to get that glow to be considered, to get the people to even think it. Now, putting that aside, in that rant, objectively, was it a wise thing to do? Yes, he's trying to do something different. Will it translate to more interest? I don't know. Let's be honest here. Nick Theodore has been underutilized for years when it came to the main title scene. He's always been a plot device. He has never been allowed to really see if he can actually get anywhere. Every time when they're about to give it to him, yeah, he might have gotten hurt a couple of times, but other people gotten hurt. But it wasn't because of that he was dropped. There was something else. Maybe it was his attitude. Maybe they just didn't believe he should go anywhere other than mid-card. But as it stands, he's really not getting anywhere. So, even though he did some decent work last year, this year does not mean it's going to be better. And as it stands, I don't know if this is really going to help him. Unless he says, I quit, goes away for a couple of months and then comes back because WWE asked for him, which would be actually a very interesting thing. A talent they know they need, someone goes to his home, knocks on his door and says, we need you, Dolph, you're one of the best workers we have. That would give us more interest. That would give us something to care about. But as it stands, no. Now, was this a good show? Yeah, it was good. It was solid. It's got me a little interested in Hell in a Cell. But I know I didn't say anything about the Usos versus New Day in a street fight. If I... saying it now is easier because I got so mad. I started screaming. I was so mad. Instead of giving them something special, it's a street fight as a stipulation at Sin City. It should be left for Hell in a Cell. In fact, they should have a Hell in a Cell match. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. The first tag match in Hell in a Cell. That would be awesome. But we're not going to get that. We're just going to get a stupid street fight, which is stupid. Taking the words from Randall Keith Orton over Kofi Kingston. But this is just my point of view. Please tell me below how you feel. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.